You know, something huge is happening in Egypt. They're quietly building one of the largest, most advanced ports on the entire Mediterranean Sea. And this isn't just some simple upgrade, it's a multi-billion-dollar bet to completely redraw the map of global trade and put Egypt back on top as a maritime powerhouse. This is the story of how a titan is being reborn.
And let's be clear, the ambition here is, well, it's massive. We're talking about a direct challenge to the big players in Mediterranean shipping. So the real question is, can this reborn port in Alexandria truly compete with, and maybe even beat, the established giants like Spain's Valencia, Piraeus in Greece, or the transit king, Tangier Med in Morocco?
For decades, the port was just struggling. It was congested, the systems were old, but now it's being totally reimagined from the ground up. The best way to think about it is like an economic giant waking up from a really long sleep, ready to take back its historic role and completely change how goods move around the world. So to really get what's happening now, we have to look back, because the future of this port is all tied up in its incredible past. Alexandria isn't just some random spot on the coast. It's a place that has a maritime legacy literally written into its DNA. I mean, the history here is just unbelievable. This place was a shipping point almost 4,000 years ago. Then it was officially founded by Alexander the Great himself, got a major upgrade in the 19th century, and get this, even before this massive new project, it was already handling a staggering 60% of all of Egypt's foreign trade. This port has always been the nation's lifeline. But here's the thing, that amazing legacy, it actually created a huge crisis in the modern day. The port, that was once this global marvel, became a total bottleneck, basically choked by its own success and the new demands of 21st century shipping. Things got so bad, you had ships just piling up. Delays were costing a fortune, and the old infrastructure just couldn't handle it anymore. So Egypt had a big choice to make. Keep putting on band-aids or do something radical. And as this quote says, they chose to start all over again. And this really shows you the gap they had to close. On one side, you had the old reality, overcrowded, ships waiting for days, old equipment that couldn't handle today's megaships. And on the other side, what modern shipping needs, lightning-fast turnarounds, deep water for massive vessels, and super-efficient, high-tech logistics. The old port just wasn't built for this world. So what was the answer to this crisis? Well, it's the project we're looking at today, the Great Port of Alexandria, a development on a truly epic scale, designed not just to fix the old problems, but to create a whole new set of opportunities. First, let's just talk about the money. We're talking over 1.6 billion US dollars. That number alone tells you everything you need to know about how important this is for the country. This is a massive strategic investment. And the physical scale is just as mind-blowing. To protect this new port, engineers have built over 7,200 meters of new breakwaters. That's more than 7 kilometers. Just try to picture that for a second. But the strategy behind it all is what's really brilliant. Instead of just building one new port, they're using a strategy called port consolidation. Basically, they've merged 3 ports right next to each other, Alexandria, Dekheila, and the new Almax, all under one unified command. This creates one single colossal hub that's way more efficient than 3 separate ports could ever be. So how does this all fit together? Well, the project really stands on 4 main pillars. First, you've got the Tahia Misr terminal, an absolute beast built for the biggest ships on the planet. Second, a specialized terminal just for things like green and liquid cargo. Third, a huge logistics zone right there on site for things like packaging and storage. And fourth, another new terminal at Dekheila that adds millions of tons of extra capacity. It's a complete, self-contained ecosystem for trade. Okay, so with all these brand new, top-of-the-line infrastructure, Egypt isn't just improving its own trade anymore. Nope. It's stepping into the ring to go head-to-head with the most dominant ports in the Mediterranean. So let's look at the competition, right? You've got Tangier Med in Morocco, a giant for transit shipping. But Alexandria's counter is its unbeatable location right next to the Suez Canal. Then you have European ports like Valencia, where Alexandria can compete on lower costs. And against Piraeus in Greece, it can now show off superior, brand new infrastructure. This is a very calculated move on the Mediterranean chessboard. And really, it all comes back to Egypt's ultimate trump card, the one thing no competitor can ever copy: the Suez Canal. By building a world-class port right at the Mediterranean entrance to this critical global artery, Egypt is setting itself up to be not just another stop, but the essential hub for all trade flowing between Asia, Africa, and Europe. And the really cool part? The impact here goes way beyond the port's walls. This whole project is designed to kick off a chain reaction, a huge economic domino effect that has the potential to transform the entire country. And get this isn't some far-off dream for 20 years down the line. We're talking lightning speed here. Construction started in 2021. The first major terminal was already up and running by 2023, and by 2025, the whole integrated megaport is expected to be fully online. The pace is just incredible. So why does all this matter so much? Well, because this is an engine for the entire economy. We're talking about tens of thousands of jobs, new companies flocking to that logistics zone, Egyptian businesses being able to export their goods cheaper and faster, and a real shot at lowering unemployment, creating a vibrant economic hub for a new generation. And really, this quote just nails it. This project was never just about moving boxes from a ship to a truck. It's about building a powerful engine for national development, designed to pull the entire economy forward with it. Which brings us right back to that huge question we started with. With all its history, its perfect location, and this colossal investment in technology and infrastructure, is the Great Port of Alexandria about to actually shift the center of gravity in Mediterranean shipping? The giant is awake, and the rest of the world is about to find out.